my channel. My name is Raecreates and I love to create and experiment. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. So it has been a minute. Okay, let's backtrack. I know, guys, I know it has been really long, but I'm here to explain. So this video is going to be like a live update of all that has been going on in the last few months that I've been away and what you guys should expect in the next few months. So let's just get right into it. First of all, Corona really dealt with us this year. I mean, a lot of plans cancelled, a lot of things just went AWOL. This year just came with a lot of pressure, and I think it just kind of just exploded. So a lot has happened this year with Corona, the death of a lot of people and many things like that, and this year has just been one scary year. So right before the lockdown, now this is like pre-lockdown. For those that don't know, I work full-time as a graphic designer, and I used to work at a print design firm. I used to print very sophisticated invitations from start to finish. And even as I was working as a print design firm and even with YouTube, I would also work as a brand designer and as a logo designer, illustrator, freelance. And I'm that designer that you call like a multi-passionate designer, or maybe a multidisciplinary designer that just has just like your one-stop shop for everything design. So I was that kind of designer. I could literally just like dip my hands into any design project. And for somebody like me, I also wanted to make like this switch from just graphic design to product design, because even as a multi-passionate designer, I had a lot of interest in business, tech, and design generally, and also of course problem solving. So product design was like a very good fit for me, and I'd been wanting to switch from graphic design to product design for a long while. Though I did not fully make that switch, I also had like projects that included in my portfolio, but I still did not fully make the switch. With all of my different design career paths, like these are like some of my design projects that I'm done, and this is me showing my work. I literally did not do this, but I said I was going to do this. So this is me showing my work. Also, like I said earlier on, I also had my hands trying out on illustrating things, and this was like my first illustration ever. And from that, I decided to put up my illustrations on Printable. So for those that know Printable is like Redbubble, where you upload your designs, and if people want them on t-shirts, mugs, and stuff like that. So I have my designs available on t-shirts, mugs, mouse pads, and all other things like that. If you would like to order them, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box, and I get a certain percentage or a certain commission whenever you order any of those items. Pre-lockdown, yes, I was working 8 to 5 and everything was going fine. Then lockdown came and we all had to stay indoors for a period of time, and working from home was like the new order of the day. And I think my last video was basically about a smoothie boy created. As at that time, we're still like in the thick of Corona, and I think as at that time also the lockdown was a bit starting to ease, and I was very, very obsessed with eating healthy and building your immune system, which is why I created that video. I'm still obsessed with eating healthy and building your immune system. Anyway, like Corona has taught us like a lot of things this year. So right before lockdown, or before Corona, like before it became like really, really serious, I'd come across this thing that was like Kimoyo Fellowship, apply to become a product designer. You get to be mentored and you get to meet designers from all around the world and be mentored by designers from all around the world. So if you've ever heard of Andela for programming, so Kimoyo Fellowship was just like Kimoyo for designers, or for product designers, or for designers looking to transition into product designers. So last minute I just applied, and I almost did not apply, but I'm so glad I applied. Whether it was last minute or not, I applied. And during the lockdown, I started getting emails from them, and I was like, oh, this thing is probably serious. So I started getting emails back and forth from them. Then I got an email to come up for an interview. We had the interview was done remotely. Then the next thing is I get this particular email saying that out of 500 and something people had been chosen in the last 15 designers, then from that 15 designers, they were going to choose the final 5 designers that were going to actually be in the fellowship. For the 15 designers, we're supposed to meet on a Slack group, and for the next 2 weeks, there were going to be some sort of rigorous tasks ongoing, and from there, they were going to like pick the designers, the 5 final fellows for Kimoyo Fellowship. For the next 2 weeks were like the most strenuous weeks of my 2020. I worked hard, like every day, tasks every day, deadlines every day, and you literally have to submit before the deadline. So every single day there was tasks, and like by Friday you had to bring all of your projects together because you had to present by Saturday. So for like the first week of presentation, I was so nervous, but I got to meet like a lot of other people that were in my team. I also got to meet like assistant mentors that will put you through little things like that, and I just pulled through for that weekend, and I presented my first presentation. Guys, I was freaking out. I was so nervous, but I presented it and I was glad I did. So after that, the result for that particular week came the next week, and of course your girl pulled through and she came third. I came third in that week, and I was excited. I was so happy. I was glad. Next week, the struggle again, guys. The struggle was real. So the next week again, we're up to different tasks every day, deadlines and like that, yada yada yada. Then Saturday came. There was supposed to be presentation, and my computer was hanging. I remember feeling very frustrated and angry. I'm like, God, what is going on? But I submitted and I finished up and I presented. I felt like for the second week, I felt as if my first week presentation was better than the second week. I felt as if I was not really that prepared. I don't know why I felt that way, but I just had my fingers crossed, because even after these first 2 weeks and the first 15 fellows that they picked and the first 15 podiums that they picked, they were still going to cut down people to the last 5, which are like people that were going to finally do or be part of the fellowship. So fingers crossed. I was like, okay, let's wait. I think I waited a week or 2 weeks. Then I was at Bible study with my friends. Then I just got this email notification. Congratulations, blah 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 blah. I literally just screamed. I'm like, what? So yes, I came up among the top 5 and I got into the fellowship. I was really excited. So after that, we're supposed to resume on a Monday, and for like the next 3 months, we're going to be like very rigorous training for us to become like proper product designers. And I also had my job on the side, and also, yeah, Corona spot like a lot of plans for me. I am expecting emails from school and many other plans that I had like that. So I basically had to choose between my job and these other opportunities that was waiting for me. So I chose Kimoyo Fellowship because it was starting to become a little more difficult trying to pair Kimoyo Fellowship and my job together, and my job was not so flexible to that. So I picked Kimoyo Fellowship, and as I'm talking right now, I do not regret it. Let's put it out of that. So Kimoyo Fellowship started off with meeting meeting up with mentors, having daily tasks like we used to do before, going on user research. I've never done user research before. I've done user research before, but not like face-to-face user research. So this was like a whole new experience for me and a whole different ball game entirely. So I got to meet my different mentors. I have 2 mentors. One was a product designer from Flutterwave here in Nigeria, and the other was a product designer from Lyft in San Francisco. So I got to like hear their point of view on my different parts of my project, and stuff like that. So for like the next 3 months was absolutely rigorous, different tasks every day, user research, wireframing, having mentorship meetings, presenting and stuff like that. It was really great. Trainers, but you know the kind of trainers that you feel like I would not change it for anything else. That was exactly how I felt. I would not give that period of my life for anything else. So after that, for my capstone project to Kiboyo Fellowship, which was like the highlight of everything, I was put in there were two teams. There was Team Spotify and Team Netflix, and I ended up on Team Netflix, meaning that I got to meet designers and present my solution to designers from Netflix, like real product designers from Netflix. Guys, for the first, so we had like two presentation where to present to Netflix designers. We had like the mid-phase presentation and like the final presentation. Guys, for the mid-phase presentation, my village people wanted to be against me, and Nigeria's network wanted to shame me. But God no go shame us at all. My internet kept on going off right in between my presentation. Like, do you know how it is presenting? At least when you're presenting face to face to people, you get a feel of what the room looks like. When you're presenting remotely and online, like you basically do not know what their faces looks like, because all you can see is like your slides and everything. So at times I'll just get cut off, and when I'm trying to do like, guys, can you hear me, or try to have like a confirmation, I just realized that I've been cut off again. It was so frustrating, but at the end of it, I'm so glad. Like the Netflix designers even encouraged me, and they're like, oh, we get that your internet was going off, we like the fact that you pulled through, this was a very amazing presentation, stuff like that. I was stoked. Your girl was elevated. Anyways, guys, so that has been what has happened in the last few months. I've been busy with trying to convert myself into getting myself into a new career path. And yes, I did not forget YouTube. I'm back on YouTube. And so for YouTube, I know that I've not been on a particular, I've been in a particular niche, but not really been in a particular niche. Like my niche has been basically, I've been doing like a lot of DIYs. Apart from that, I've been doing a lot of hair videos, vlogs, and many other things like that. So that is obviously going to continue. I'm going to be experimenting more, and I'm going to be doing a lot more things. So guys, expect a lot more, and I hope you guys go on this journey with me. So we've come to the end of this video. Oh, I am super proud of myself on how far I've come, and being able to shoot this video finally. I'm super stoked and super proud of myself. So guys, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, peace.